Since the dawn of the civilization, humans they have been dependent on botanicals for their upkeep of health and other related problems. In India, we have a rich culture of human evolution and knowledge of medicine, and it's well known that the traditional system of Indian medicine, that is Ayurveda, Siddha, Yoga and Amchi, that is the Tibetan system, the people have been utilizing medicinal plants for their health care.
A lush green forest wraps around the lap of steep mountainsides that reclines into the sky and carves out picturesque valleys. The gentle wind is fragrant of wet foliage and resonates with the life rhythms of the humble folk who live in utter simplicity in little villages.
घर में बैठी रंदी माँ जी ननद जिठानी जब गुण बे आंदू माँ जी तब लंदू पानी से सरू का डांडा माँ जी लग दी डर कूदेंदू पारा.
Far away from the mainstream of civilization, indigenous people like these have lived in remote corners of the earth, completely dependent on the forest that provide them with almost all the means of livelihood. The varied and rich plant life in the forest provides for food, cattle fodder, building material, equipments and tools of daily requirement, clothing material and medicines. For many centuries, people who have lived in such close proximity to nature have studied and discovered many secrets and mysteries in the trees and plants that envelop their lives. What seems to us city dwellers a small plant or an insignificant bush may be in reality a very important medicinal plant with extraordinary properties of healing and curing. The thousands of species of plants known to man differ not only in form but also in their hidden biochemistry. These plants routinely produce a formidably huge number of chemical molecules which no human scientist can ever hope to reproduce in the best of the laboratories. In fact, man has not yet synthesized most of the chemicals produced by plants. The caffeine in coffee, the nicotine in tobacco, and theophylline in tea are all chemical substances that the plants produce. But from plant chemicals, we can extract a life-saving drug. From the plant essence, we can extract poison so lethal that on the tip of an arrow, it is enough to kill the most ferocious wild animal. This poison, if administered carefully, can help us kill germs and rid us of many diseases. During the past few decades, there has been a growing interest in the scientific community about medicinal plants and herbs. The study of ethnic or traditional people, their habitats, way of life, society and culture has interfaced with the botanical study of the plant life that surrounds the ethnic group. The study of the interactions of plant and people, including the influence of plants on human culture, is the focus of the interdisciplinary field of ethnobotany. There are more than 50 different tribes that inhabit various parts of India. They live in regions with varied but rich biodiversity. Traditionally, they have acquired and preserved a vast body of knowledge about the biodiversity that surrounds and nurtures them. In India, there are more than 9,500 wild plant species that are traditionally used by tribals in their daily lives. Of these, about 7,500 species are used for medicinal purposes. Traditional medicinal systems like Ayurveda, homeopathy and Unani medicine have drawn from the knowledge and wisdom that the indigenous folk have acquired over a long period of time. Ancient texts like Charak Samhita and Shushrut Samhita expounds on the healing and curative aspects of various medicinal plants. As we walk along the mountain path, we visit a nursery where scientists are purposefully cultivating medicinal herbs and plants. Some of them look innocuous and unremarkable, while others are simple, exotic, and strange-looking. This is a story of those plants from which we can extract the medicinal compounds. One such plant is commonly known as Ashwagandha, whose botanical name is Withania Somnifera. Belonging to the Solanaceae family, the rapeseed plant is a small, hairy undershrub with branches covered with stellate hairs that crisscross one another. It has simple cuneate hairy leaves. It bears yellowish-green flowers and the fruit is like a berry. This is the well-known Ashwagandha plant. Amazingly, each part of this plant has some medicinal use. While the stem contains protein fibers, amino acids, tannins, flavonoids, calcium and iron, the leaves contain the alkaloid, withanolides, glycosides, glucose and amino acids. From the roots we can extract vitaminol, vasamin, withaniol, anthracontane, phytosterol and essential oils. The plant has aphrodisiac, narcotic, anti-purgative, anti-inflammatory, antifungal, antibacterial, analgesic and diuretic properties. These help in the treatment of painful swellings, ulcer, carbuncles, neurological disorders, leukoderma and tuberculosis. It also helps in the treatment of problems related to the respiratory system, cardiovascular system and gastric activity. Pipli or long pepper plant can also be seen in this nursery. The trade name long pepper is based on the common English name pepper. This lean and thin plant belongs to Piperaceae family. It is called long pepper as its spikes are long and distinguish it from the other important species of the genus Piper nigrum L, whose fruits are round. In some early literature, long pepper is referred to by the name Magadhi, which denotes that the plant is indigenous to the region of North Bihar, earlier known as Magad. A small aromatic plant trailing on ground, also climbing. Lower leaves 6 to 10 centimeters long, broadly ovate, deeply cordate with big lobes at base. Upper leaves oblong ovate, cordate, all dark green and shining above, pale on lower surface, stipulus conspicuous, 1.3 centimeters long, but soon falling. The plant grows in warmer regions of India and is also cultivated. Long pepper consists of the dried fruits of the plant. It is used as a tonic and in making irritating snuffs. It is also used in liniments for rheumatic pains and paralysis. A decoction made from the dried immature fruits is useful in chronic bronchitis. Ripe fruits are aromatic, stomachic and carminative. The antibiotic activity of the leaves and fruits has been shown experimentally. So, let's know something interesting about Brahmi, which is known as Bacopa monnieri in botanical science and belongs to a Scrophulariaceae family. This herb spreads on ground and its stems and small leaves are succulent, that is, fleshy. Roots arise on the nodes of the stem also. Flowers arise in the axils of the leaves and are borne on short pedicels. One of the 5 sepals is larger than others. The corolla is bluish-white in color and about 1 centimeter across. This herb is found in moist or wet places such as on borders of water channels, wells, irrigated fields, etc. in all parts of India. The drug Brahmi consists of the whole plant. It is valued in medicine as a tonic for nerves and is prescribed in nervous disorders, mental diseases, constipation and as a diuretic, that is, to promote urination. Leaf juice is given to infants in bronchitis. Leaf juice mixed with petroleum is applied on rheumatism. A poultice made of the boiled plant is placed on the chest of children suffering from cough. The plant is considered a blood purifier. The tranquilizing effect of the alcoholic extract of this plant has been successfully tested on animals experimentally. The plant contains an alkaloid brahmin, which is a cardiac tonic, that is, it provides strength and tone to the heart. Kuth in botanical science is better known as Sasuria lapa Clark and belongs to a Compositae family. A tall perennial herb up to 2 meters high. Leaves very large, borne on winged stalks. Upper leaves smaller, sometimes with stalks. 2 small lobes at the base of these leaves, almost clasping the stems. Flowers about 2 centimeters long, bluish purple or almost black, borne on round flower heads. Few flower heads clustered together in axils of leaves or at tops of stems. The hairs on fruits, that is, pappus, about 1.7 centimeters long, feathery, giving a curious, fluffy appearance to the fruiting flower heads. The plant occurs in Kashmir and adjoining areas between 2,500 to 4,000 meters altitude and about 7,000 quintals of roots are produced each year. The dried roots of the plant constitute the drug. This drug is antiseptic and disinfectant. It is useful in bronchitis, asthma, flatulence, and certain cardiac complaints. It also promotes urination because it has the property of relaxing involuntary muscles. Experiments have shown that tinctures prepared from defatted roots are more beneficial in bronchitis. Athis, which is known as Aconitum in botany, actually belongs to Ranunculacea family. Aconitum heterophyllum, Athis, is a herb occurring in higher ranges of northwestern Himalayas at altitudes of about 2,000 to 4,000 meters. The drug obtained from this species is least toxic. It is used in fevers and post-fever weakness, diarrhea, and dysentery. The alkaloids contained in aconites are very toxic and, unless given in properly controlled doses, can cause dangerous side effects. The chief usage of the drug now is only for external application in diseases like neuralgia. Now, let's know about one of the wonderful plant Rauvolfia Serpentina, which is also known as Sarpagandha, and the family is Apocynaceae. The word Rauvolfia refers to a 16th century German botanist and physician, Leonhard Rauvolf. An erect glabrous shrub, 70 to 75 centimeters high, leaves whorled, 8 to 20 centimeters long, gradually tapering into a short petiole. Flowers about 1.5 centimeters long. Petals white or pinkish. Peduncle deep red in small clusters. Fruits small, round, dark purple or blackish when ripe. The plant is found in almost all parts of India up to an altitude of about 1,000 meters. It is collected from several places in plains of Bengal, Bihar, Uttar Pradesh, Maharashtra, etc. The drug consists of the dried roots with bark intact, preferably collected in autumn and from plants of about 3 to 4 years age. It is believed that this plant has been known in Indian medicine for about 4,000 years. A mention of the plant is found in Charak's work. The roots contain several alkaloids. The chief use of the drug is as a sedative and hypnotic, and for reducing blood pressure. The drug has tranquilizing effect. This drug should not be given to persons suffering from bronchitis, asthma, or gastric ulcers. The roots of the plant are useful also in diseases of bowels and in fever. 6 to 7 quintals of drug have been obtained from 1 acre of land. Proper identification of the plants is necessary, for it is the first step towards harnessing its medicinal value. Detailed and extensive knowledge is required for the extradition of its essence in a manner so as to retain its full potential. Further knowledge and expertise is required for the application of the medicine extracted from the medicinal plant for its total effectiveness. Traditional information and knowledge handed down through generations are now combined with modern scientific research to unravel the mysteries of these life givers. But there is much still to be known, and it is possible that in near future it will be the medicinal plants that will perhaps provide curative answers to some of the most lethal diseases that afflict modern mankind.